Hi everyone, welcome to Homerino Collectibles, and today, at least of the date of the recording, it is September the 4th, Force Friday as it is now known. So today we have been given a bunch of reveals by Disney and Lucasfilm and Hasbro, and basically in this video I'm just going to go over basically everything collectible wise and toy wise and whatnot. I'm not going to show you pictures of absolutely everything, but I'm just going to go over pretty much every range, give you a real quick look at things like the Force FX Lightsabers. We got Hot Toys, we've got Lego Star Wars, we've got Black Series 3 3/4 inch, 6 inch, even new Micro Machines, which is really amazing if you're old enough to remember those from the 90s. Absolutely awesome. So we're going to kick this off with 3 3/4 inch action figures. It's where it all started pretty much, and you know, they only have the 5 points of articulation, but they do look pretty cool. And this is not all of them, but here are just a bunch that we're going to be getting. So we got Rey, Finn, Poe Dameron, Resistance Trooper, Kylo Ren, Captain Phasma, First Order Stormtrooper, First Order Flametrooper, Constable Zuvio, Darth Vader, Return of the Jedi, and Luke Skywalker from Empire Strikes Back, so that's pretty cool. And then we have the 3 3/4 inch Power Up Deluxe figures, which as you can see, they come with like extra armor bits and whatnot that you can add to them, so they're alternate versions, so they're not strictly, you know, movie accurate, but you know, the play features are really cool. So with these, we're going to be getting things like Finn, Kylo Ren, First Order Stormtrooper and Flametrooper, Chewie, Poe Dameron, Boba Fett from Return of the Jedi, and Luke Skywalker, Return of the Jedi. The lists that I'm naming are pretty much what have been revealed that we're getting straight away. Obviously we will get more down the line, but these are the things that we definitely know we're going to get. And now for the amazing figures, you know, stuff that I will personally be collecting. Star Wars, the Black Series. So these are the 6 inch versions. I'm definitely getting Kylo Ren and different forms of Stormtroopers and whatnot. I'm not going to get that Chewie because it's pretty much just a slightly repainted version of the Chewie we've already got, so there's not really much point. What you can see on this picture is basically the first wave, so that is pretty cool. Obviously we already saw the First Order Stormtroopers from SDCC. It's basically exactly the same figure, you're just not getting it in that star packaging, you're getting it in the regular star packaging. And then carrying on with Black Series, we have the awesome set, the Black Series TIE Fighter. It just looks absolutely awesome, and it's the now dubbed Elite TIE Fighter, and that pilot armor looks absolutely amazing. Now, it's kind of out of my price range in terms of what, you know, like the amount of money that I personally want to put into the Black Series. I wish it was going to be a little bit of a cheaper set. I may get it someday, I may not, I'm really not sure. I really want that figure though, so I kind of want that figure to come out on its own, considering we didn't get a TIE Fighter for the original TIE Fighter pilot. I really want this guy to come out on his own so I can get him for a good price. I'm not too fussed about the TIE Fighter, but it is an amazing set because it's actually in scale with the figure. It's an actual 6 inch scale version of an actual TIE Fighter, which is really awesome. And this is something pretty interesting. This is a 6 inch line of die-cast metal figures. I'm not sure if they're going to use the same types of molds from the Black Series. They have different articulation points and whatnot, but the actual, you know, main detail parts of the mold, considering it's the same size and it looks like they might even come with the same accessories, it's a pretty interesting line. I've never seen anything like it before. I've never seen die-cast models in that scale that are actually, you know, articulated really well. So I'm very interested. Are they going to be, you know, kind of crappy metal figurines, or are they actually going to be really good quality and very much worth the money? It's something that I can't wait to see, and it's just something really new, and I just can't wait for them. And then we have 12 inch scale stuff. So here you can see the First Order Stormtrooper and Kylo Ren there, looking pretty cool. I don't personally collect 12 inch stuff, but I do like the look of them. Here we're back to some 3 3/4 inch figures. These are actually the vehicles lines, so you can get the individually carded 3 3/4 inch figures, but these ones obviously each feature a vehicle, and there's hero and villain sets. Maybe they'll do some bigger play sets where you can get multiples of them that come with more figures and whatnot, but they also do look pretty cool. Then with the same theme, these are actually the 3 3/4 inch deluxe scale figures, and basically they're just like the vehicle sets, they're just bigger. So these are just going to be a little bit more money, but as you can see, you're getting slightly larger craft. So the same idea, they do look very nicely detailed, and you know, really awesome play sets for kids. So here we have a slightly quirky item. This is a Millennium Falcon, but not like you've ever seen before. This is actually a Nerf Millennium Falcon. So basically, it features a few figures, and it basically opens up as a little playset. But also, it can fire a large Nerf dart from the front, so it's got an extra play feature instead of just having a random missile. It's something that kids can relate to and that they can actually fire at each other with, so that's pretty cool. Maybe we'll get a few other vehicles and you can have a collection of kind of like Nerf Star Wars guns, but not as you would expect. And we'll be taking a look at more of that kind of stuff a little later on. And next up we have the diecast titanium series models. I'm not sure if these are the same ones that you can play the kind of board game with, but they're pretty cool little models that come with stands and everything, and they look pretty cool. And then we have the Airhogs RC Millennium Falcon. Being a quadcopter, even though it's going to be light and polystyrene and whatnot, it is actually very stable. It's got lights in the front and the back, so it's got 2 white lights at the front, and then it's got a load of blue LEDs at the back, and it just lights up those engines, and it looks absolutely fantastic. It's very stable. I've seen a video of it flying around. If you just type it in on YouTube, you'll find it. It just looks really, really awesome, and I will definitely be getting this. Next up, something that is absolutely fantastic, which I mentioned at the start, Micro Machines. So this picture that you can see here, this is of the action packs. So the action packs, you just get a couple of sets of vehicles here and there and whatnot, as you can see. And then you get these, which are the play sets, so they open up and they'll have different dioramas inside, and they come with a few sets. Now I actually have quite a few Micro Machines, a few of my brothers and a few of my own from when we were little. They were made through the 90s, if you don't know what they are right now. They did pretty much everything. There was Star Wars, a bit like what Lego do. They have their Lego City, they have their Star Wars, they have all different kinds of ranges. Exactly the same with Micro Machines. It had that kind of aura around it, collectability wise and everything, and it's just absolutely awesome. And I do actually have a couple of my brother's Star Wars sets. So we had a Hoth set and a Death Star set, so I'm definitely going to be collecting some new Star Wars Micro Machines. I'm not going to get everything, I'm just going to get a few awesome things to complement the collection that I already have. Here is the First Order Star Destroyer opened up, so you can see the type of thing that you can be expecting from opening up these playsets. And then here we have a Millennium Falcon, which is really awesome. And then moving on to Lego Star Wars. So here we have Rey's Speeder. It's a set that I won't be getting. Basically everything on screen is everything that comes in the set, so that I don't have to describe everything to you. And if you want to see piece counts and prices and whatnot, obviously prices are going to change wherever you get them, but retail value, I'll just say in dollars, this is going to be $20, it would seem. We have this one right here, the First Order Snow Speeder. Just the name itself, even without seeing a picture, I would go ahead and pick that up. Really, really awesome. I want as many of these kinds of sets as possible, not like duplicates, but army building, different ships and whatnot, and they do all seem to come with a good amount of minifigures for the size of the set and everything, which is really, really cool. So that's definitely one I'm going to be getting. That's $40. We have the First Order Elite TIE Fighter. As you can see, we're getting a good amount of minifigures there. This one here is $70 retail. We have Poe Dameron's X-Wing Starfighter. Again, absolutely fantastic. I love the fact that it comes with BB-8 and you get a few different resistance characters there. We have like a little speeder, and just that little set of stairs is just so awesome and reminds me so much of the scene where Luke's coming out of the X-Wing after he's just destroyed the Death Star and everything, in that whole celebratory scene. Just I absolutely, it's just really, really strange, but that is actually just one small thing that I really, really do love about this set, and it really stands out. Just the staircase. It's kind of weird, but that is what I really love. Here we have the First Order Trooper Carrier, which I do really love that kind of stuff. Basically, I really love anything Empire kind of related, and this thing is just awesome. So this is $90. Oh yeah, by the way, $80 for the X-Wing, so a little bit more expensive than the TIE Fighter by $10. They should really be the same price to me, really. But here you can see we're getting a ton of minifigures. We're even getting a couple of Resistance fighters there, which is really cool. Then this is an awesome ship, Kylo Ren's Command Shuttle. This thing looks awesome. It looks big. and we're getting a few of the main characters from the film there. Just because you might not be able to make it out, the black officer right there in the middle, that is General Hux, and over on the left there is actually a female First Order officer. So we are getting, you know, a very good range, a very varied range of minifigures from these sets, and yeah, they're just all individually fantastic for army building and stuff like that. And then here we have Millennium Falcon. So I will actually be doing a review of the, you know, most recent Millennium Falcon, which this is pretty much exactly the same as. Obviously we're getting the new Star Radar dish, and there's a couple of pieces on there that are different, but the general design, the way it opens up, and apart from a few reprinted pieces and obviously the minifigures, it's pretty much exactly the same ship. So I won't be getting this. But as you can see, it is pretty awesome for any Star Wars fan to get the older version of Han there and everything, and like I said, you know, really awesome minifigures. And in the description for this actually says that it is actually an exclusive place to get Finn and the older version of Han, Chewie, and then the two new bad guys right there over on the right. So maybe, I mean, it may be just be those actual versions of them. I'm pretty sure we're going to get Finn probably in like his you know, stormtrooper outfit, or just in another set somewhere down the line, or maybe Han and Chewie as well. But in those particular, you know, costumes and whatnot, this seems to be the only place you can get them. So if you want them, you got to get this Falcon. And that Falcon is going to be $150. Remember, that's all retail value. Prices can come down in local stores, in your Toys R Us and whatnot, or on Amazon and stuff. So, you know, that's just retail value at release. And now for everything BB-8. So here we have a pop vinyl BB-8. Here we have a plush BB-8. And then here we have the interactive BB-8, the cheaper of two kind of interactive BB-8s. So this one, it has a patrol mode, which basically rolls around and does its own thing. It has lights and sounds. It's 12 inches tall. And you can control it with voice commands and stuff. You can't actually like physically control it like an RC vehicle, apart from just giving it voice commands, and it does a certain set feature. But then here we have an RC BB-8 where you can roll it around and everything, and it's a pretty cool little thing. But that's not the other epic one. This is the epic one, the app-enabled BB-8. So this one you can actually connect to it from a smartphone and actually control it that way, and it is just absolutely fantastic. It's going to be about $150 retail value, and it just looks absolutely awesome. It'll play holographic messages, and you can basically record them to a device, and it will, you know, say it in whatever voice it says it in. Might sound a bit crackly and stuff, but really awesome. So this is actually 4 inches tall, so it is small, but obviously that helps with battery life, and it helps it with agility and speed and everything, and be able to roll it around on surface tops and stuff, and it'll be a very good size, probably with 6-inch figures. Moving on to roleplay toys. So here we have the Blade Builders Jedi Master set, so you can build your own lightsaber with that stuff. We have First Order blasters, so as you can see, this is their kind of take on some more kind of accurate Nerf gun stuff, which does actually look really cool. Here you can see we have Chewie's bowcaster, which is, you know, a really awesome thing to have. And then moving on to lightsabers. So here we have a picture of 3 types of the same lightsaber. We have the cheapest one over there on the left, which is basically just, you know, it extends. The one in the middle is the same, except it has lights and maybe sound. I think it does have lights and sound, yep. And over there on the right, I'm not going to be getting that particular one, but they have actually come out with a Yoda and a Darth Vader one as well, which I'll show you a picture of in a second. So basically, as you can see on this picture, we have that clear bit that's coming out there. That is actually a stand that it's going to sit on. So that is the Force FX lightsaber. They are, you know, making new Force FX lightsabers, which is awesome, because there's been a little gap between the last ones, and I do have a couple, which I am going to be doing reviews of, by the way. I have a Kit Fisto and a Darth Maul, and I have some Ultra Saber stuff as well. I did an unboxing video of them and showed it off real quick, but I am going to do full reviews of all of my lightsabers, so stay tuned for that. But I'm not going to be getting the Kylo Ren one, just because it's more expensive than the others and whatnot, and they are, you know, pretty expensive things themselves. But I am going to get this. This is the Darth Vader one, and it just looks absolutely fantastic. There with it, you can see the Yoda one on the screen as well. Just absolutely awesome. I'm not sure if they're actually exactly the same as previous ones released, because I was actually going to get the older Darth Vader one anyway, the actual Hasbro Force FX one, not the older versions. But you know, they are die casts. They're exactly the same as all of the Force FX Lightsabers. Not sure if they might have made them brighter, if they might have made the battery life better, or the sounds better, or the clash sensitivity better, or whatever. I have no idea. I just want to get the Darth Vader one and find out for myself, pretty much, because there's no details that I can find anywhere for it. The only details are kind of like a vague description of what you're going to be getting, not actually whether or not it's actually new. So I'm really glad that they have re-released the Darth Vader one. I just have no idea if it's actually any different, but I will definitely be getting it for a review. Here we have voice changing helmets, so we're going to be getting a Darth Vader, and there's a Stormtrooper, there's a Kylo Ren, Captain Phasma. Really, really epic. They look cool. No idea what size they are, whether they're for a kid or for an adult, but they do look very, very nice indeed. Moving on to Hot Toys, so here you can see the Kylo Ren, and then here we have the First Order Stormtroopers, which as you can see come with their varied weapons, and that larger rifle looks really, really cool. It kind of looks like a flamethrower, but that's obviously not the Flame Trooper, so I don't really know exactly what that's going to be. Maybe it's just going to be like a big light machine gun type thing, but it just looks epic. I really do like the look of their guns. I don't collect this kind of figures, one because of the price, two because of I have nowhere to put them, but they look absolutely fantastic, and I really do wish I had a set of those Stormtroopers. And that pretty much wraps this video up, guys. So that is a quick overview of Black Series Lego Star Wars lightsabers, roleplay toys, action figures, micro machines. Just absolutely fantastic, epic stuff. The highlights for me, Micro Machines and Lego Star Wars. Pretty much everything that I wanted Lego Star Wars wise, just from viewing the trailer. A ton of First Order Stormtrooper stuff, a TIE Fighter, X-Wing. We're getting it all, and that's absolutely fantastic. And that's just to start with. We haven't even seen what other awesome ships are going to be in the film yet, so hopefully the next run of Lego Star Wars, we're going to get even more awesome movie sets. If you want to stay tuned for anything that you've seen in this video, I'll be doing reviews of a lot of this stuff. This isn't all just going to come out now. This is stuff that's going to be released throughout the year, and probably starting next year as well, but you're definitely going to be able to get a lot of this stuff by Christmas and around the release of the movie. Some of this stuff is being released right now, so stay tuned to your Toys R Us or your Amazon or whatever. If you like the look of some of this stuff, go on the Lego site and see the kind of prices and availability of that kind of stuff. But I will definitely be getting a lot of, like I said, the Micro Machines, Lego Star Wars, as ever, Star Wars Black Series, which there's more reviews coming right now. If you didn't watch my eBay haul video that I recently did a few days ago, go ahead and watch that, and you'll see what Black Series figures I have coming up. If you want to see more pictures of this stuff when I actually get them, and be able to see other things from my collection and things that are coming up for future reviews, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. It's Homerino123. The link is in the description below, where you'll also find the link to my Twitter, which if you follow that, you can get notified when YouTube videos go live, and also my Twitch to see when I'm streaming video games from PS4 and PC. And to see more Star Wars related videos, whether it be reveals or toy reviews, go ahead and subscribe. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.